So, Mr. Marquez, the state is alleging that you violated condition number 2 of your conditions of probation. And they are alleging that on or about the 18th day of December 2023 in Bexar County, Texas, you did then and there illegally use marijuana, an illegal substance. Is that true or not true, Mr. Marquez?
True, Your Honor.
Ms. Thompson, we have a true plea from Mr. Marquez. What is the state seeking today?
Your Honor, the state is recommending JSATing to offer a JSAT. He served 31 days in Bexar County Jail, credit for time served, $0 fine, court costs, time and money to run concurrently. And if it pleases the court, this will be a judgment satisfied.
And does he have any additional days as opposed, is it the 31 days all inclusive?
Correct, Your Honor. Correct, Your Honor.
Okay. And I'll hear from the court liaison officer, Officer Martinez, for Bexar County Adult Probation. Officer Martinez, what is adult probation recommending? And could you give the court a brief summary of Mr. Marquez's overall compliance with his conditions of probation?
Yes, Your Honor. Probation is recommending revocation. He has 2 new offenses pending. He does have 31 days of credit. During his time on probation, he was ordered by another court to do anger management, and he completed that in March. He does have a positive marijuana test. He provided information to his attorney that he has a prescription. However, that was not approved through the court. And his case expires in September. For these reasons, probation is recommending revocation, and we're fine with the 31 days of credit.
And Ms. Morales, I'll hear from you last.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Marquez has completed the class that was required by the judge that put him on probation. He has made a payment to probation as well. As far as the new charges, there are some defenses, good defenses in those cases that will probably be set for trial and are still pending at this time. He is currently on a GPS monitor for his new charges, so he will still be monitored if the court agrees to the JSAT on this case.
Okay. Give me a minute here. Has anybody watched I Am a Stalker on Netflix? Okay. You should.
Watched it.
Who's watched it?
I have, Your Honor.
Okay.
I have as well, Judge.
Okay. Well, this is what happens when law enforcement and the judicial system does not take these types of behaviors seriously. The behaviors escalate. And now he's facing more charges. And the message that we give defendants like him when we judgment satisfy him for 31 days is that, this behavior doesn't concern us. Y'all just do what you want with each other and you're done with us. And that's not the type of justice that I think the citizens of Bexar County deserve. I think the citizens of Bexar County want people held accountable, even for stalking behavior, which escalates into hostage taking. It can escalate into all sorts of other illegal behaviors. He's already accused of repeating behaviors that fall under family violence definitions. I am not going to approve this agreement. I am accepting the defendant's true plea for violation of condition number 2. Initially in the motion, the state had pled all other sorts of violations, but they decided to just go with one. And that is the using of marijuana on or about the 18th day of December of 2023 as pled by the state. The court is granting the state's motion to revoke his probation, and the court is finding him guilty of the violation of protective order offense alleged to have occurred on the 11th day of July of 2023. In case number 712619. Mr. Marquez, when I told you that the range of punishment for this offense was 365 days, that is what the law allows me to do. And they wouldn't give me that discretion if I wasn't allowed to do it. And if the state legislators and executive branch didn't think that that was the appropriate sentence for this type of behavior. I'm here to dole out justice equitably and equally to everyone and make sure you get due process. You got due process. You got probation. That was your second chance at doing something right. And you go and you do this. That's a slap in the face of the people of Bexar County. You took advantage of the court's grace, generosity. And so today, the court's going to hold you accountable. I'm going to make sure you remember what the consequences are for that type of behavior. And hopefully, Mr. Marquez, it acts as a deterrent when you are at a crossroads and are having to make a decision about whether you should stalk somebody or follow them or call them incessantly or text them. And who knows what else you're alleged of committing with the other cases, because I don't know what those other cases are pending. Today, sir, you're going into custody. The court is sentencing you to 340 days. We're giving you credit for your anger management class. I'm going to zero you out on a fine. You're ordered to take care of court costs. You will get credit for 31 days at the Bexar County Jail, and your time and money will run concurrent. Good luck to you, sir. Everyone is excused.
Your Honor, may I add to this?
Sure.
The violation of the bond protective order, Your Honor, is the case that he was on probation for. It arose from different cases that were dismissed. There was no allegation of any stalking. The new cases that he has picked up are assault cases. And he has not, with a different complainant as well, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, that's concerning. That it's not just one person, it's now multiple people. One, and two, those arguments should have been made before he took a plea on this case. If he was innocent of things, then why did he agree to probation? Those are questions that will linger and need to be answered if people want things reviewed. People don't take a plea if they didn't do something. I don't take a plea if someone comes to me and says, I didn't do it, Judge. I don't take a plea. Then we give you a trial. Make sure you get a day in court to argue your innocence. He took a plea on this, Ms. Morales. He's guilty today, and he's to be taken into custody, and he's going to go and serve his sentence and pay his debt to his victim and to the people of Bexar County. Good luck to you, sir.
Tell me about Mr. Greenwade.
He's one of Orange County for DUI, excess blood alcohol level, unlicensed driver, and false representation in
Oh, and he picked up another DWI here.
and here.
Ouch.
And I'm going to be against bond because notwithstanding those collection of offenses, he also picked up 13 failure to appears in other states and 2 evading.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Hold on a second. Can you bring out Mr. Greenwade so we can hear this?
Real quick on this reinstatement, how much time are you getting?
2 weeks. Yeah. Do, I guess, 2.5 because he's getting the TRAS, today. Mr. Greenwade,
Yes, sir.
how's jail?
I hate it. But I put
Apparently
myself
it's
in
good
this-
because you're laughing and you're in great spirits.
Sir, I put myself in this predicament, so I gotta.
Well, at least you can recognize that that's a good thing, So you're wanted out of Orange County for a DWI,
Yes, sir.
and now you've picked up another DWI here in Harris County. Your lawyer, I'm sorry?
They're about 5 years apart, but I know.
So you've been gone for 5 years,
Look,
and you want me to set you a bond?
sir,
So you here because you're wanted out of Orange County. You're now being held in Harris County at 0 bond. So we have you here out because your lawyer is asking me to set you a bond.
yes, sir.
Because otherwise what happens is you sit here in custody until all of your cases are done here. And then we wait for Orange County to come bring their happy selves over here to pick you up.
Yes, sir.
A lot of times, me as a judge will set a bond on a fugitive case if I feel that the person is not a danger to the public, because that's my main concern. 2, are you a danger to the public? Number 1. And number 2, if we set you a bond, are you actually going to go to the jurisdiction that wants you? Therein lies the rub. That's the question for you. But I know that what you're going to tell me now, it's like little bunnies jumping in the woods. Yeah. right?
No.
But it's what's on paper to me that matters, because what's on paper is the person who you truly are. Mr. Kim, tell me about Mr.
The warrant from Orange County was issued out on January 2023. Between that time and being apprehended today, he was charged with DWI on October 2023, in which he bond forfeited 2 months later and was apprehended again when he was simultaneously charged for failure to ID, giving false information.
Is that here or over there?
Here. So he had a DUI in Orange County. While after that warrant was issued, then he picked up a DUI here, and then he bond forfeited the Harris County DUI, and then he was picked up 5 months later and was also charged with failing to ID by giving false information, and then obviously bond violating the DUI. I've shared with counsel in other states he has a failure to appear at least 13 times and evading.
Oh,
I believe he's the definition of a flight risk.
Sir, I was young. That was years ago.
how old are you now?
I'm 28. I'm an engineer offshore. I got my ducks in a row. The DWI here, it was a miscommunication, and I showed up in court to the lawyer after I failed. She said I failed to appear. Me and my lawyer showed up in court and explained that it was a miscommunication. She reinstated the bond. We're back on good terms with everything. I think I have a court date coming up soon for that. My lawyer, she said I no longer have to show up since I work offshore, so my lawyer's going to show up for me. So this is the only thing that I have. Those other cases, when I was a young college student, I got my stuff together now, Judge. I promise you, like, I am not a flight risk or anything like that. I take my life very serious, and I'm not just talking. I'm speaking from the heart.
Little bunnies jumping in the
No,
woods.
sir, definitely not. Most definitely not. And if I am able to bond out, I will.
Let me ask you
show up
this.
in Orange County.
If you were the judge, would you give that person standing in front of you a bond?
Yes, sir. Only I would love for you to. I'm going to show up out there. I've already talked to my mom and everybody. I'm showing up. If you give me a chance, or I promise you, I will not disappoint you.
Not even Jesus himself could convince me to give you a chance now, Mr. Greenwade. 13 FTAs?
Sir, those were a decade ago. I was young.
I'm 28, Mr. Greenwade.
Man, I'm a whole different person. I've been through college, put myself through. I'm on my stuff, sir. I've been at my job.
So the fact that you took off on the DWI here,
I
not
didn't.
5 months ago, you've matured since that 5 months, I guess.
That was just a miscommunication, and I took it upon myself to show up in court. I showed up in court myself. I did not run. I was not caught. I showed up in court myself. Told the judge about the miscommunication. She took the warrant off of me. I did not run.
It is worth noting that the last evading and the last failure to appear is 5 years ago.
Years ago, sir. I've been on a straight line, and I'm trying to stay on it.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure that you're gonna keep this straight line too. I don't think so, Mr. Greenwade. I'm sorry, but
Judge, would you at least consider a high fee, 5,000, put some skin in the game and,
oh, for me, for Mr. Greenwade, if I were to set something, it's probably gonna be like 150,000. Because that way, I just, you know what? I don't even want to do that because I don't think you're gonna show up.
Sir, I'm going to show up. I'm going to lose my job behind this. I've been working so hard, like, to get everything together. I'm going to lose my job and everything. I'm going to lose everything. And I've been doing so good. I wait for that to happen.
And me, you know, and I don't want that to happen to Mr. Greenwade, but at some point you got to get it. And for me, if I were to give you a bond now, I would be enabling your behavior. And I would say, yeah, it's okay for you to do this when it most certainly is not, especially in light that you have a DWI over there. You've got now a DWI here. It's as bad as it gets, man.
They're years apart. It's not like I'm just out here repeatedly getting in trouble. I'm working. I'm handling my business.
Okay.
Thanks.
I'm approaching things, Judge, or just because.
So keep it in.
If you are new to my channel, please subscribe as I edit these cases and remove all of the mundane, boring, repetitive stuff. And I even remove the silences, so you get only the juicy bits, which I think are always the best bits. Are looking for another episode that has all the boring stuff cut out and gives you just the good stuff? Then here a couple that may interest you. Enjoy.